Hi everyone, I'm Christian Gonzalez and joining me today is Florida State swimming head coach Neal Stud. Coach, thank you for taking the time to chat with me today.
My pleasure. I got plenty of time.
So how are you?
Pretty good. We were just kind of hanging out here at the house and trying to keep things rolling and kind of hoping for the best. So I'm okay.
So you're at home, you're spending time with your family. What are some of the things that you do to stay entertained?
Well, we're fortunate that we have a pool at the house, and so obviously being the swim coach, the kids are in the pool every day, which is good. It's probably our best babysitter because they get pretty tired in there. And playing little soccer with the kids, and I got a new puppy. She's about 14 weeks old, and she's going for lots of long walks right now, so she's pretty excited about that. And just keeping busy with ticking things over at work and recruiting. So there's a lot of other stuff going on, but getting a little working out too, trying to use my time sensibly, I guess, and try and make the most of this time.
You stay active and you keep working really hard. What are some of the things you're implementing in your day-to-day just to keep a sense of normalcy?
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely trying to work out, and I go for about an hour bike ride every day and about an hour walk with the kids and the dog, just to keep myself active and keep myself healthy. Obviously, when we're on the road a lot and recruiting, that's when I'm not as healthy. So it's kind of a time for my silver lining, if you like, out of this is I'm trying to be really healthy and trying to lose a few pounds. If you've met me in person, I'm a big dude and I need to lose a few pounds anyway. So that's kind of one thing I've been working on, and just having some fun stuff with the kids. We've been watching some retro movies like Back to the Future, and I have a 6 and an 8-year-old, so they love Back to the Future. They're trying to think what else, Star Wars, and just trying to do some fun stuff with them and educate them on some of the stuff that I used to do when I was a kid. But mainly keeping them outside and walking and bike riding, and the kids learned how to rollerblade this week. So I don't know, just trying to have some fun with that stuff, some family time, which is needed.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
The problem is my wife works from home, and actually she's got a pretty interesting job. She schedules travel nurses, so her job is critical right now, and she's really helping out and doing stuff. But she's used to a pretty quiet household. So now you've got me and the kids and the dog, and we're running around. So hopefully I stay married through this thing. That would be nice.
I'm sure she can share some pointers on how to work from home.
Absolutely, yeah.
Social distancing. It's been a big push, to keep distance to help the spread. What's your favorite social distancing method of communication?
With the team, we've been doing some different stuff. We use Slack and text messaging and stuff like that. Today I sent a pretty cool video I found on a Hungarian shooter from the 30s, and it was kind of a cool story just to keep them motivated. But it was a YouTube on, I guess this guy was the best shooter in the world, and pistol shooting and going for the Olympics, and he got his right hand. He was right-handed. Got his hand blown off doing a military exercise. And so he spent 12 months learning how to shoot with his left hand. And he became the best shooter in the world with his other hand. And then we went into World War II. So he missed 2 Olympic Games in a row. So he lost his hand, lost 2 Olympic Games in a row, then came back and won 3 Olympics in a row with his other hand. So I've just been trying to send them like motivational stories, things like that. Been telling them to try to find their silver lining at this time. Our strength and conditioning coach, Steven's doing a great job. They're doing a Zoom platform. They're doing workouts, virtual workouts. So he'll get all the kids together and everybody's doing the dry land circuit at the same time. And I think that's been really great. The Lady Knowles have been doing a really great job with that. And obviously, like with recruiting, we're FaceTiming, we're Skyping. And it's probably the one thing that's maybe the most surprising right now is the amount of kids in the transfer portal looking to change schools, which is obviously an unusual time to do that. But the recruiting side of things is really heated up with some great, potential kids out there. So we've been busy with that.
Cool. It seems like recruiting is an opportunity right now. What are some other challenges and opportunities during this time?
Recruiting is a bit of an opportunity and a challenge at the same time, right? I feel like at Florida State, I always hear people say, wow, I didn't realize how beautiful the campus was, or you guys are so much fun in person. So I think the visits are pretty key for us recruiting. So what we did as a staff to try to make an opportunity out of this is before the shutdown on campus, we did a virtual recruiting tour. So my staff is putting that together where we did a tour of the campus. We're going to time lapse that, tour of all the facilities, Morecambe, and then obviously Moore and everything. So we did some interviews with our academic advisor, Aaron. My assistants pretended they were recruits in a meeting with me and grilled me. So we had that on video. So I've been telling these guys that, hey, we did this. We knew this was going to be a thing. People thought we were crazy running around campus, with a camera the day before campus was shut. And maybe now they realize it was pretty genius because these kids are really excited to see our virtual recruiting tour. So hopefully that'll be fun. There's a lot of footage. There's definitely some stuff we cannot use where we were, messed up or, didn't mind our P's and Q's. So we had to cut some stuff out, but we're hoping it'll kind of just something different compared to other programs where they can see, Florida State Swimming and Diving is a fun place to be, a great place to go to school and give these guys something to look at while they can't visit.
Very impressive. I love the idea. So on the other side of recruiting, you have your current student athletes, and you had to tell them that their season was over. How did that go?
So that was tough. I mean, we finished our conference championship, and we were getting ready for NC2As, and a bunch of us going to Canadian Olympic trials after that, and obviously US Olympic trials and everything else. So we were in the middle of practice. I got a call from my administrator in the middle of practice. And first of all, I never answer the phone in practice, but obviously I knew this might be coming, so I answered the phone. And I guess I'm not a very good poker player because I sat down on the bleacher, took my hat off, and I looked up and the whole pool had stopped. And I think the whole pool kind of knew what was happening because obviously basketball tournaments have been canceled and things like that. So it wasn't totally a surprise, but it still came across pretty hard. It was the middle of practice, and we all just kind of huddled up and talked about it a little bit. And actually, most of the kids carried on and finished out the workout. And at that time, they were still thinking they might have Olympic trials or other stuff after NC2As. But it was tough. I mean, we had some great girls going. We kind of held back through the season for NC2As to be their big peak. The boys were going in off the psych sheet, off the times on the entry sheet. The boys were going in ranked 13th, and that's without counting our two amazing divers that were going. So it really could have been. We got 14th last year. We had a great shot at being top 10 for the first time here in a long time, and that was kind of taken away from them, and they lost their senior NC2As if they were senior, and obviously that was really, really tough. And I think the big thing that we've been trying to do is just say, hey, it's really sad to lose sporting opportunities, but obviously this is just bigger than everybody, right? This is worldwide. This is the big picture, and I think they really understand that, hey, it's sad to lose opportunities, but there's bigger things out there in life, and to put things in perspective a little bit.
We definitely have a good group of resilient student athletes.
Sure.
And they're still taking classes. Now everything is online. How are they adjusting to the new lifestyle, I guess?
I think fairly well. I know the big debate right now is you can go pass-fail online, without a letter grade if you wish. And so that's kind of interesting. If you were, maybe not doing so great in a class, that, a pass looks better than a C. Our athletes have been doing incredible. In the fall, the men got I think a 3.48, and the women were a 3.5 GPA. I've never seen our men's GPA that high. I don't know if it's been higher before my time, but that's the highest I've ever seen a men's GPA in 22 years of coaching in swimming. So I'm really proud of them. They do a great job in school. I'm not too worried about that. They've got plenty of time to do it. And so far, I haven't heard any issues. So our academic staff does an incredible job. They're really getting everything they need and could possibly want.
Definitely very proud of our student athletes. You mentioned you receive a call from your administrators. What is the current message that you're receiving from them and from Florida State? Any updates?
I don't know about updates per se. Obviously, the message is, to stay safe and be careful and, keep moving forward. We know this thing's going to affect budgets, which is going to be tough. So be careful on expenditures and planning for the future here. We're all in this together, one big Seminole family. And so we got to do what we can to save money and be, fiscally responsible. But, we're busy doing a lot of stuff day to day. And, if anything, again, I go back to that kind of silver lining thing. We've got some time to review the year, plan for next year. We're busy scheduling, getting that done. Maybe doing some staff evaluations, how they did well, how they didn't. I have my staff starting today on some professional development every day where they listen to a talk or, a convention and make notes of it and share it with the rest of the group. So, I mean, we're just really trying to spend our time productively and better for Florida State, student athletes at the end of the day.
Would you like to share a message to the Florida State community and your FSU supporters?
Yeah, I mean, I guess just stay safe. We need you more than ever. And, let us know too what we can do for you guys. I know it's, we appreciate our boosters and our alumni and everything, but if you think there's something that we can do virtually and say hey to some kids or brighten up some people's day, let us know, because it's just one big Seminole family, and we'd love to reach out to those guys too.
Thank you so much, Neal. It's been a pleasure. It's been a great chat, and I personally can't wait to see you all out there at the pool again. So hopefully soon.
Thanks, Christian. Appreciate it. And go Noles.
Go Noles.